Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our channel, Paws On Animation.
Today we're covering some of the anime called Nighthead Genesis.
Now this is yet another obscure anime that we got as part of a big Crunchyroll DVD clearance for $2 this one. And we were so excited at first because the idea sounds like a cross between Supernatural, the series, and X-Men. However, this anime is a lot more harsh than we thought it would be, and a heck of a lot more different.
And before we start, be sure to like, subscribe, occasionally some future podcasts or Pause videos.
Now, the anime itself is adapted from the 1992 TV drama Nighthead. And that TV series aired from July of 2006 to December of 2006.
Okay.
With 24 episodes.
Alright, so it matched the length of that.
And from what we understand, it's actually based on a manga.
Right. Which we were surprised because I thought this was just its own thing. So it does have a couple adaptations. Well, we had never even heard of this. We just found it on that Crunchyroll website. And generally we were excited to see this. Yes, it was a little darker, but we've seen some more harder type anime, having more action, probably some more things happening to characters, harsher reality. So it was like, okay, well, we can handle a little more now. And for the back of the case, if we read it, it says, commonly known that the human mind is not fully utilized, and there is a theory that the unused portion houses the potential for a fantastic mental power, since the X-Men part, a concept known as the Nighthead. Such is the case for Naoto and Naoya Kirihara, two brothers abandoned by their parents out of fear for their psychic gifts. Held in captivity for 15 years, the two finally escape the laboratory prison. But even free in the outside world, they are still burdened by the weight of their abilities. They become entangled in case after case involving the supernatural, which gradually leads them to a greater conspiracy.
Now, to me, this reminds me more of Hellboy.
Yeah, in a way.
In terms of a lot of the darkness. And there's, unfortunately, a lot of violence in this. Way more violence than we expected.
Yeah.
And then they've got images that are not for children.
And
it's not family friendly.
And then it says on the back, for 13 and older.
Because in some of them you even have flashbacks of some of the people they're encountering. Because one of the brothers, when he touches people, he can see
intentions
what's happened
and
in
memories.
their lives. It's Naoya. He's the clairvoyant and telepath seer. And he's seeing people murder people, and as soon as he touches them, and the people, when he's touching them and reading their thoughts and seeing the background, they know what's happening, and they freak out, because now people are going to know they're these horrible people. And that was the biggest problem for us, that when we watched the first 6 episodes, all they met were horrible people.
Yeah, and that's a big issue. Unless you're nihilistic and don't like the world you're in, this is going to be a huge problem. And another big problem for me is that usually anime that are darker tend to have, even stuff like Black Butler even has some comedy and levity in there. Even if it's not the whole thing giving you a comedy, freaky, crazy, hilarious episode to balance off the dark, they'll put in some funny lines or little silly moments to even out the tone so it warms you up. This show does not have an ounce of levity, comedy, or humor in its body.
Tell me about me and my happy, happy, joy, joy. It doesn't have an off switch from it.
No,
and
it just stays dark.
And it is overbearing.
And
you will feel worse if you were happy when you started, or you were watching and maybe think, I'm going to watch an anime and be uplifted. You will feel horrible when you finish watching.
Not this one. Yes.
It is not that type of anime.
This is one of the most depressing animes we've seen in a while.
I can't imagine how it fared on TV. Maybe it has an audience, and if you happen to be one of those people who love this anime, let us know in the comments what attracted you to it and what is it that you love about it.
Yeah.
And if this is the type of anime that you typically, enjoy. And maybe that'll help us understand.
Right. And from the 6 episodes we saw, like you said, every person was terrible to the core. And I don't mean like they did a few bad things and it's over exaggerated. They do illegal things, big crimes, infidelity, and they are graphic on the screen and show the action and honor, so much so we had to just start skipping past it because that's not something we like to view. And then on top of it, you start to see some other characters that are similar to the two brothers, that are other, I'm going to say mutants, I want to say mutants because that's what it is, who have these other powers. And there's one girl with long, dark, black hair, can see the history of the world, and she was seeing the war and the tragedy and stuff, and even the crucifixion, literally the history of the world, and the way they...
to escape.
Right. And the way they imply it is that all of the terror that happens in the world originated in the States, because they keep implying, like,
yes,
when crimes...
saying America's responsible.
Yeah, for all the crap in the world. And it's not like in first they just flat out say it. There's even a line in there where someone is about to be kidnapped, and the girl says that, well, is it really safe to pick up a hitchhiker this time of night alone? Which you probably ask the person yourself. And she said, oh no, yeah, this is pretty safe. It's not like you're in America where you'll get shot easily. And it was like, what is this coming from? They basically have in this universe, don't come to America, everyone's evil. And it's, now we see it's a common joke
and then
in
you're
this
watching
anime.
this and everyone they're meeting is evil, so
Right,
it's
so...
like hypocrisy.
Right.
So here's the real thing about this.
Why?
We thought after episode 5 we were going to get somewhere. It was going to
Yes.
be somewhere, and it was going to be maybe a little more lighthearted, as you said, and we learned more of their backstory. Well, in episode 6, they end up going back to where they used to live, and it's a vacant lot, and all the people that are living there tell them they're crazy.
Now it's the Twilight
There was
Zone.
never a house here. You never live here. Who are you? We don't know you. And after that episode, we were just done.
It's a Twilight Zone.
This is no longer interesting.
It's like, what?
And these two characters, these two boys, are going through unimaginable, unnecessary tragedy over and over and over.
And you see their backstory, and it's like they had issues from the very beginning before the show starts.
With their parents who gave them away to this institute. And
they
the mom
couldn't do
was
it.
hesitant, but she listened to the husband and did it. And then she was sorry she did it. And then she couldn't get them back. And it's just like, this is one of those anime where if your jam is tragedy and seeing constant, depressing, like you said, nihilistic content, this is for you. And I'm not saying that as a joke.
Yeah,
because
this is literally how it is.
I'm sure this is a genre.
Yeah, it has to be, because we've seen a lot of people like when there's no hope, because for some we've heard
and what's
it's
hilarious
realistic.
is the last episode is titled Hope.
So we get hope at the end of the show.
On
What
the
is the hope?
24th episode. Well, we couldn't
make it. I'm sorry.
We didn't even jump to the end to see it. It was just
so
much.
And we
Are we going
tried.
to throw it away? No. Are we going to give it away? No. It's anime, and as much as anime costs now,
yeah, might as well
especially
keep it.
We're just going to keep it, and who knows, maybe sometime down the line, we'll revisit it and pick up at episode 7 and see if maybe we didn't give it a chance, or maybe we were kind of harsh. But at this point, we're sticking with this review.
Right, this is a lot of first impressions, too.
The type of anime you like to watch, we don't recommend watching it, buying it, owning it, reading the manga. We recommend it be a huge pass. And that's why we're reviewing it in October, because it fits perfectly for
because it's horror.
October.
It really is, like, I guess, psychological horror and a little bit of other type of horror.
So if you've seen Nighthead Genesis, the anime, or even read the manga, or both, let us know what you think in the comments. And again, if this is something you enjoy, share with us why it was enjoyable for you. If you haven't, we're going to say don't. Unless, again, this is your jam, then go ahead. But for us, this is a hard pass. And I don't even think it's available in the libraries. I don't know if it's on Amazon. I'm going to guess it's not, because again, we got it through Crunchyroll clearance. But again, we say pass.
Right. And if y'all don't already, subscribe for updates and weekly videos for anime series, anime shows, and all things animation.
Thank you for subscribing, for sharing our videos, and joining us, and us sharing with you things we love, and like this, some things we really don't.
Yeah.
And we like being fully transparent with you and giving you something to base whether or not you try something you're not familiar with. So thank you for giving this opportunity, and as always,
you are special.
Watch it again.
Thank you so much for watching Rascal Entertainment.
And Mom Entertainment.
Have a toontastic day.
Peace.